Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Huddle.
Where we talk about football.
Week 12. Well, yeah, week 12. Happened this last week. Wasn't great. Wasn't terrible. Felt like the 1 o'clock slate games was pretty good. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
We're another week closer to the football playoffs, sorry. Which is great, but it's also terrible because that means football's dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta wait another off season.
Seriously. Sucks. All right. Well, anyways, let's get into our playbook. We got NFL news, Week 12 winners and losers, bringing back Final Call. Got the CPAC reacts, what every team is thankful for because,
Thanksgiving.
that time of the year. And the Steel Curtain session to wrap up today's episode. So, NFL news. Gardner Minshew is out for the season with a collarbone injury. And not like the Raiders really had a playoff push anyways, but yeah, he's out. What's his name? Daniel Jones was cut by the New York Giants, as you've probably already seen. And he has rolled out a move. He has rolled out a move to the Raiders. He says he wants to join a playoff contender, but okay, bud. Brandon Graham is out for the season, and he's likely done for his career. He tore his tricep in the Eagles game against the Rams.
Yeah.
On Sunday night. He was planning to retire at the end of the season, but that very could be a pretty sad ending to a very, very good career, if we could be honest.
Mm-hmm.
John Harbaugh is undefeated in his NFL career against his brother, Jim Harbaugh.
Yes.
ESPN stat. Thanks, Elijah. Shaquille Barrett, Super Bowl winner with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers back in 2021, has, I guess,
unretired.
Yeah, or trying to. He's trying to get reinstated by the NFL to come back. I'm just saying, maybe reinstate AB. No, I don't know. Maybe you don't like that.
He offered to come back for free.
He did, and yeah. Well, we're not going to go into that. Aaron Rodgers says he's not sure if he will play football next year. He says Jets is his first option. Sure, buddy. Sure. You know what? You can. Nope. The Jets can be your number one option. I'm pretty sure the Jets are not.
No. Hold on. We are done talking about the Jets. So
no, we're not, because I have something else to say later. The Bills and Chiefs can clinch playoffs this week, both with wins, and there's
still a loss by Miami
yet, right?
What?
There's
no teams. Eliminated. I don't think so. No, but because
the NFC South is so mid. The Panthers could still technically win the division.
Yeah. So for the Bills and Chiefs, the Dolphins have to lose their game and they have to win for them to make the playoffs. Or for the Chiefs, if they win and the Broncos lose, they'll make the playoffs. So.
Yeah, Jerry Jones says it's not crazy that Mike McCarthy could return to Dallas. That's pretty crazy to me. Just saying.
Well, it's the Cowboys, too.
And then, I forget if we talked about this last week. I think it was, the news came out when we had already recorded, but the Jets fired their GM.
Yeah, we already talked about it.
We did talk about that.
Yep.
Yeah, I just want to say...
I'm just trying to cut you off with all the Jets talk because
I know, Final Call. That team is so poorly
under
ran.
10 seconds.
Oh, no, wait. I know exactly what I'm saying, but it's not about the Jets, it's about the Giants, but we're going to get into that later on when we are in the Final Call. So let's get on to winners and losers of Week 12. Elijah, go ahead and start.
All right, so I like what you had, but I'm not going to say it right now. I picked two different ones, but I did like what you had. I'm going to say the Ravens are a winner for this week because they won, and they won against a good team in the Chargers, and they won the Harbaugh Bowl. But the Steelers had lost, so if the Steelers had won and the Ravens had lost, the Steelers would be pulling away with the divisions. But luckily for the Ravens, they won, and the Steelers lost. So they're only down by one game again. So Division's still up for grabs, so I would call the Ravens winners. And then the Bears are losers because they lost to the Vikings in a very Bears fashion.
Yeah, I don't know
So
if you
they,
call them losers though, man. They
I
are.
can, yeah,
That's
you
getting
can.
close to the Eberflus is getting fired. So
Yeah, but I mean, you had a chance to make the playoffs.
right,
They had a good record at the beginning of the year, and if they had beat
they
the
kind of just
Vikings,
buried
so
it away.
they're
You know.
yeah, so it's kind of a lost cause for them now. I'd be
Can we
looking
all
forward
agree
to the
on one
draft.
thing? The losers of this week, as a whole, were kickers.
Yeah,
It was bad.
it was.
It was really, really bad, and my fantasy
Hmm.
team suffered from it. But yeah, just wanted to throw
I
that.
had Dicker the kicker, so I actually put up he put up 16
Yeah,
points
he
for me.
played well. Cyber didn't. Brandon Aubrey
No,
didn't.
no,
Boz missed. You kidding me? Come on, Boz.
yeah,
No, I'm
yeah.
joking. I love you. Um, yeah, but you said Ravens were your winner. So and Bears were your loser. Yeah. Anything else you wanted to add or?
No, that's it.
Yeah. I would say the Panthers were my winner. Now, did they win the game? No. Did they show that with some decent young talent they might have a future? Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
Bryce Young might actually be good.
yeah.
And you know what? We might
Only
have to
Chiefs
throw up.
really might be that bad.
Yeah, we might have to throw up that one that Levi was right thing because believe it or not, you did say last year I called Bryce Young a bust, and you were
Keep going.
very you said that you didn't think that was right yet. So
No.
I'll give you credit for that. We'll throw up a breaking news.
I didn't
for you
agree
on
with
that.
his benching at all. I didn't agree with people saying he was a bust.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love, well, I can't say I love Bryce Young, but I want to see him
I
succeed.
Yeah,
I'm
me
happy
too.
that
I
he
do
did play well.
for sure. I am too. I like Bryce Young also. It's just when you're on
And,
the Panthers and you're 5'5" and trying to throw a ball, it kind of
right.
seems
And
like it's
let's be
all over.
honest, Panthers defense isn't great. Gave up a last minute scoring drive for the Chiefs, but it's if you can help
It's
the
the
Chiefs
Chiefs.
to the last 3 second field goal, you did something right throughout the game. So
Yeah.
kudos out to the Panthers. You have to make moves, but I would not be surprised if we could see the Panthers top the NFC South in a few years. Would not be surprised
Wow.
at all. And as for my losers this week, I got to go the Washington Commanders. You could say a team maybe like the Texans could have been in this position. They lost a pretty cheap game they should have won. But for me, it's the Commanders. They have lost 3 straight games, and they've lost really all the traction they had to try to win the NFC North. The Philly Eagles have won, I think, 8 straight, something like that. So they're hot right now, and the Commanders are pretty cool. They played well in the fourth quarter, but their special teams lost in that game. Austin Seibert, unfortunately, pretty much lost in that game, and he was placed on IR this past week. Not sure if Terry McLaurin beat him up or something, but yeah, just really, really bad form recently for the Commanders. So if they can turn some things around, cool. But for this week, they definitely were the losers for me.
All right. Yeah, I like that. Like I said, I like both your picks, especially I like what you said about the Panthers. And yeah, the Commanders are definitely in a bad spot right now. But I think that'll
Not
be it for
terrible,
winners.
but
Yeah.
not
They're
how they
so
started the
yeah.
season. Yeah.
But I would almost argue that Bo Nix is starting to look like rookie of the year over Jaden Daniels. So but
Yeah,
anyway,
I
that's a
feel like
topic for another time.
yeah, maybe week 15 we'll get into some of that because we got to
Yeah.
talk about my boy Saquon too, man.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that another week. Yeah. Let's do. Come on, let's do the Thanksgiving segment of this
All right.
podcast. What every team is thankful for. We're gonna roll through all 32 teams here. Elijah, I don't know. We'll just go every other or something. Go ahead.
Sure. All right. New England, Drake May. They are thankful for Drake May and a $68 million in cap space.
Yep, because they're going to make some moves.
Yes, yeah.
Buffalo, they are thankful for a sucky division, so they don't have to try as hard.
All right. New York Jets.
I thought we were done talking about them.
We are not actually. Well, we're really not saying anything because they are thankful for absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be thankful for.
Literally nothing to be thankful for. The Miami Dolphins are thankful for helmets. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Pittsburgh, that we did not trade for Brandon Ayuk.
Amen.
That-
Amen. Baltimore, they are thankful for that Derrick Henry Lamar cheat code. Which,
Yes.
yeah, I would say they're pretty thankful for.
Cleveland for the Winston revival.
Yeah,
oh
sounds like
man.
something like, I don't know. Yeah, the Winston revival. Whatever. Cincinnati, what are they thankful for? My goodness. Are they thankful for LSU? They could use some of those stud defenders on that team too.
Yeah. Houston for their deep receiving core, because of course their receivers keep getting hurt.
Right. Indianapolis, they are thankful for Joe. I didn't see this Elijah with this. They are thankful for Joe Flacco, just in case Anthony Richardson gets tired again.
Tennessee Titans, they are thankful for Derrick. Wait. Derrick Henry's on another team. Oh.
Yeah, I don't really know what the Titans should be thankful for. Maybe a weekly Will Levis meme. Maybe a big win against the Texans. Who knows? But
maybe.
Yeah, they wish they had Derrick Henry back. Pollard didn't play bad though.
No, he's putting up fantasy points for me.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not complaining. Anyways, Jacksonville. Well, I mean, at least they have a pole in their stadium, but
they're getting a new one in a couple years, so it doesn't even
hopefully
matter.
it's not named after their quarterback.
Yeah.
Elijah, who is Kansas City thankful for this Thanksgiving?
I think we all know they're thankful for those refs.
For the refs. Come on. LA, the Chargers, they are thankful for not having an incompetent coach. Not a fan of Brandon Staley here on the Huddle.
No.
No.
Vegas, they are thankful for Tom Brady, who will supposedly be changing their franchise.
Yeah, I don't think they like Tom Brady ever since the Tuck Roll game. That's insane.
Now he owns them, literally.
I've always forgot. I just forget about that. Tom Brady cheated them out of a huge game and then proceeds to own them.
Hey.
Partially. Denver, what is Denver thankful for? They are thankful for Bo Nix and a new era for the Denver Broncos. A quarterback that the coach actually likes. And a spark. They still got some work to do, but the spark.
What the heck did you put for the Eagles?
Philadelphia. Get the first part. Sorry.
Okay. The Eagles are thankful for the New York Giants for giving them Saquon
Barkley. Washington, they are thankful for the Jaden Daniels to Terry McLaurin connection, and they are also happy that, or thankful that Austin Seibert is now on IR because whatever the heck he just did. I guess he had a hip injury, but you still have Zane Gonzalez too. Come on.
Yeah. All right, New York. They are thankful that their former safety Daniel Jones is gone.
Insane. Dallas. They are thankful that Jerry Jones is closer to dying than them winning his Super Bowl.
That's crazy. Green Bay. They're thankful that Josh Jacobs is on their team because their receivers cannot catch a single ball.
That's true.
And Jordan Love can't throw it to the right team either.
No, he can't. You see that video of him? It was like his girlfriend posted it, or his fiance, whatever they are.
I think they're, yeah.
And they were holding hands while he was watching film, and I'm like, bro needs to watch film because he's just chucking up balls half the game. Anyways, Detroit, they are thankful for Dan Campbell and probably the best running back room in the league. Although, Tampa Bay.
That is true.
They've been cooking.
Yeah. Chicago, they are thankful for the incoming Eberflubis, whatever the heck his name is, firing. Actually, I'll be sad when that happens.
Yeah, you'll be sad. Not the Bears, though. They are thankful. The Minnesota Vikings are thankful that Jordan Addison is still playing football.
Yeah. Tampa Bay.
That could change
they are thankful
sooner than later.
Yeah, that's true. Tampa Bay is thankful for Baker and Bucky. I like that.
New Orleans, they are thankful for Taysom Hill. That's about all they can be thankful for right now.
That's true. Carolina is thankful for a future,
Yep.
potentially, I guess, though.
Whatever. That's insane. Lose to the Chiefs by 3, and they're getting more praise for losing than the Chiefs are praised for winning. Insane.
Yeah.
Atlanta, they are thankful that their division is trash because
Yeah.
they're 6-5 and still the top of their division, or 6-4, one of the
Yeah.
two. But yeah,
Yeah, and the Packers are 7-3 in third place.
right. I'm gonna do this
This.
next.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Seattle, they are thankful for the best receiving core in the league: DK Metcalf, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Tyler Lockett, and the best, the GOAT, just the greatest receiver in the league of all time, Jake Bobo. I love you, Jake Bobo. Just saying.
All right. San Francisco, they are thankful for Brock Purdy's rookie contract.
Yeah, that's true.
They can still pay people, I guess.
Yeah. Los Angeles Rams, they are thankful for the Super Bowl they won, too. I guess late round drafting, too. But,
yeah, that's true.
yeah, I mean, I guess they're still holding on to that ring, so cool. Whatever.
Yeah, and then finally, Arizona Cardinals, they are thankful that Cliff Kingsbury is about as far away from Arizona as possible.
That geographically is correct. Elijah, good job.
Thank you. I did study in history class. I didn't actually. And you know what? You know what I'm thankful for? I am thankful that I get to do this Huddle podcast with my very good friend, Levi Jenkins.
I would agree.
Oh,
It's been an honor to. So that's a really good transition to what we have to tell you guys next. This is actually the last episode here.
Oh, yeah.
The Huddle.
Yeah. Yep. So that's why we keep talking about the Jets, because they were just
This is the last episode that we were talking about the Giants here on the Huddle. We are going into the final call. Giants, you're cooked, bro. You guys are on the chopping block. I don't remember if I put this or not, but it just says Giants poop.
I'm pretty sure you put that, because I did not put that.
I don't remember putting that though, unless
I don't remember it either.
It just says Giants poop under the notes for final call. So here we go. Final call, Giants. Let's start I'm gonna rampage here.
Okay.
We talked about the signing that they signed Daniel Jones to after he won them one playoff game 2 years ago. Right?
Yes.
Or was it? No, it was 2 seasons ago, yeah. That was the first, I would say, full season Saquon played with Daniel Jones, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
So you're looking at who is now the best running back in the league, argue with a wall. Saquon Barkley, a guy that you spent a very high draft pick on. And you proceed to neglect to sign or extend your best running back. You're going to try to wait till the last minute. And you extend your quarterback, who was pretty mid, that we knew was not great, even before his playoff victory.
Yep.
Yeah. You're an idiot.
Yeah.
I never liked the signing. Elijah, I know you did. I've never thought Daniel Jones was a good quarterback. And I don't think just because you won a playoff game, you deserve a deal. Not at all. Nobody gave Mason Rudolph a bag because he appeared in a playoff game. You know? It doesn't quite... Basically, New York, your franchises suck. Your stadium sucks. Both of your quarterbacks suck. Your franchises suck. Just you guys suck. They do.
All
they
right.
suck. And I'm not trying to bring the Jets into this, but they suck. It's a different level of disrespect to put a quarterback at scout team safety.
Yeah.
And then have him come in and ask for a mutual release the next day. Now, Daniel Jones is out of his mind asking or aiming towards the Baltimore Ravens. And what was the other team?
I don't remember. I thought it was like Cowboys or something.
No, he wants to go to a playoff team and I guess be a backup.
Okay.
Which, I mean, okay, you know what? A backup can make or break a season. So say Lamar goes down, Daniel Jones may be able to function with the Ravens offense. But let's not get me wrong. He's not a good quarterback.
Yeah. I I remember when he first got drafted. I thought it was a terrible pick, and it did turn out that way for the Giants. I still think he can be a good quarterback, though. I just think he was in such a bad situation. Um, I mean, obviously, there's been some bad play by him, and it wasn't all just the
Terrible play.
organization. But I still think he can be good. It's one of those like Kenny Pickett situations. So maybe he just needs to sit. But I think there is stuff to look forward to in the future with Tyrone Tracy and Malik Neighbors. Also, Theo Johnson and Bellinger, their tight ends. I think they have some potential. They need to boost their O line a little bit. They got Andrew Thomas, who I think was hurt this year.
Greatest tackle of all time, Evan Neal, too.
Yeah. But they've got Brian Burns. They've got guy from Oregon. I don't remember his name. Thibodeau.
Dexy.
Yeah, Sexy
Yeah.
Dexy. They got Deontay Banks, and they got some good cornerbacks and stuff, or deep backs.
And
So
they have Xavier McKinney and Julian Love, too, right?
yeah, well,
Yeah.
I think that they were foreseeing this as a losing season because they got rid of Saquon Barkley. So I don't think it was. I mean, they did trade for Brian Burns though, which makes you think maybe they weren't. But still, I mean, obviously they weren't going to be as good as they would be if they had Saquon.
No.
Um,
But they're
but
still not a
I think
playoff team regardless.
no, I think they were looking forward to next year with the QBs that they got.
But you're
I mean,
even
there's a
putting
good
yourself
class.
into a situation where if you're the current Giants, you could have had Saquon right now. And in all honesty, you should have cut Daniel Jones last year or traded him. And just think about it, right? You go back 2 years ago. You could have signed Saquon to a very big deal, held off on the Daniel Jones contract, made a smarter decision about him, depending on the way he played. Or was his contract up that year? I don't remember. I think it was a contract extension, not a re-signing. So you could have made
Yeah, I
a
don't
smarter
remember.
decision, and then you could have had Saquon for a longer time. And then you could have built the offense around Saquon rather than trying to keep Saquon while building an offense around a pretty bad quarterback.
Yeah,
And you would have had a position to draft either a quarterback this season or the season prior.
yeah. Um, yeah, obviously it looks like a mistake now. But like I said, I still just think that they were planning this to be a losing season after the year that he got his contract signed. Um, but yeah, I think there's stuff to look forward to in the future with the Giants. They've got, as I always say, there's a good draft class next season, and I don't think you can really go wrong unless your
They'll
franchise just
find a way.
really sucks. Yeah, you're right. It's New York, so that would be my final call on that.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, they haven't been
Nice.
relevant in like 10 years, so
Right. Yeah, so Giants, and I'm dragging the Jets back into this. You guys suck. You do. Sorry, but you suck. Not all your players suck, but organizations as a whole, pretty crappy.
do you think if you combine the Jets and Giants like best players into one team,
No.
they could win?
They'd all move
No.
to Buffalo.
Okay.
Or just like, I don't know. Yeah, no, imagine if Daniel Jones was still in the Giants and you would fight for Washington and Rodgers versus Danny Dimes.
Yeah.
Actually, that team would be decent in the wide receiver position.
Their
Running back
defense would be
wouldn't
insane.
bad. But they'd still find a way to suck. So, yeah. Final call done. New York.
Okay. You out.
Yeah, done. Goodbye.
See ya.
All right. Here we go. I'll start. Seahawks. CPAC reacts. Great. Listen, defense can score touchdowns. I'll go with that. JSN scoring touchdowns. I'm all cool with that. Win's a win. Held the Cardinals to 6 points, who have been a pretty lethal or like high octane offense so far this year. So not complaining at all. Top of the division again, where we should have been after starting off 3-0. But I'm happy with it and just looking forward to us continuing to improve. Geno Smith continuing to improve and hopefully locking that, winning the division and locking a playoff spot.
All right. For the Packers, we beat the 49ers. I'm so happy. The 49ers are like one of my least favorite teams just because they always beat us in the playoffs. But Jordan Love looked better. No interceptions this time. The only thing that I would say is just the receivers with the drops. We have the most drops in the league, like with 25 or something like that, which is insane. What was his face? Christian Watson. I don't know why I always forget his name. He had a wide open touchdown, perfect throw, and then just dropped it at the end of the half. So, and then he didn't get a single catch after that. So, that's how he started out his career too, with a drop. If you remember that against Minnesota. So, Josh Jacobs has been carrying our team for a while. 26 carries, 106 yards, 3 touchdowns. Defense looked nice. Xavier McKinney with another pick, 7 interceptions on the year. So, yeah, we definitely handled the injury-prone 49ers, and that's a huge win for us. So, go Pack, go.
Sick. All right. I don't want to do this part of the show. I'm still mad. But I guess here we go.
Steelers.
Here we go.
We lost to the Browns, and there was a lot of
because
snow.
of the snow. Oh
Okay.
my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. We might be friends. You know what?
We should make a podcast.
We might talk about the same crap every single day, which is football. Man. 24-19?
24-19.
Classic Tom the Trap game. We were waiting for it. Absolutely, we're waiting for it. How? What? Why? I don't.
Just say it.
What was good? We'll start there. What was good? The defense is forcing turnovers.
Yeah.
We're forcing turnovers. Herbig had a strip sack on his birthday. Dante Jackson had an interception. Who else had a pick?
I think that was it. There was a fumble recovery by 25.
It's Sean Elliott. Yeah.
It's Sean
cracked Tillman over the middle.
Yeah.
That's 3. That should be 21 points. If the defense does its jobs and forces a turnover, that should be 21 points down on the other end.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least field goals. Dude, I don't care. Boswell, that should be 9 points. Either way, there is no reason for us to lose a game up +2 on turnover difference. There's no reason for it. Calvin Austin, great. I love you. You know what? You're playing great. You're balling out this season. He's not an every down wideout for me yet. Or I don't think he will be. But when we need a chunk play or, need some speed somewhere, he's got good hands. He's reliable. Cool. Russ went 21 of 28, 270 and a touchdown. I don't think he can complain with that. Bro, I think started off like 15 for 15, something like that. Maybe it was over 8. Yeah, he looked good. There were some really tough throws. You can blame part of it on the weather, which would make sense. But I don't understand why we're playing down to the level of our opponents that we have been.
Yeah, I don't really want to make an excuse for this game because we're bad, but I'm gonna make some anyway. When you're coming off a huge win against the Baltimore Ravens, a division rival, and then you're just it's a quick week to a Thursday night with bad conditions. It just makes me, and against a division opponent again, it makes me say, yeah, I understand why we lost, but it's not. There should be no excuse like that. We should just be better than the Browns. Like George Pickens said, the Browns aren't a very good team.
Yeah, so but we should have beat them. You can't say after a game they're not a good team. Then how did you lose? Tell me how did you lose?
He blamed the conditions of the weather. So
yeah, well, guess what? The Browns played in the same conditions too. So
yeah, I've heard crazy things like. Some people think it was because the white jerseys and the snow.
No,
some people just think. I don't know.
You know what Tomlin said? he was like, it was a replay something.
Yeah, he blamed the what's it called? The replay.
And he
I don't
does.
remember
He
what it's called.
makes really bad excuses sound pretty believable.
Yeah,
But in all honesty, if
replays.
we are going to blame the game on somebody, yeah, I would say it's on him. And I am not ever going to say fire Tomlin. Never. I might have one
Yeah,
time last year when it was really bad.
yeah. There was
I'm
some bad clock management by
some
him.
really. It's like it's a couple games a year he forgets how to use timeouts. Like, dude, just stop the clock.
Yeah, and or using timeouts at the wrong time, like when we
Yeah,
accepted that penalty, and
and
then
then
he called a timeout.
yeah, like
So
it. It's a little mind boggling sometimes. Like you do realize Tomlin is one of the best coaches in the league, if not. Okay, I'm not going to put him at the best. He's one of the best coaches. I'd say top 5, top 3. Bro can't call a timeout, right? Like at the right time. It's time management. That's your job.
mhm.
It's
Yeah,
time management. It's
yep,
unbelievable.
yeah, yeah. They finally got Justin Fields involved again.
Yeah, but what did he
Uh,
do?
I have to say I'm not a huge fan. I thought I would be, but I just don't think it's necessary.
And the play
I
calling
think,
sucked too.
yeah, it definitely did. I would say not do the Fields packages anymore. I think there's too much of a risk that it's going to go wrong. Like switching up your QBs for the snap. Obviously, they're the way that they go through their cadences are different. So Frazier might get messed up with Russ's compared to Fields, which we kind of saw at the start of the season. And Fields has some fumbling issues. Not that he like a bad player. I mean, I think Fields did a pretty okay job. I just don't think he's not Taysom Hill, so I don't
Right.
think it's necessary to have him in there anymore.
It's just
But
annoying too. Like you're looking at everybody's like when we beat the Ravens without scoring a touchdown. People are like, "Oh my gosh, the Steelers are good," putting us 2, 3, 4 on the power rankings. I mean, 2 Steelers 2 on the power ranking. Are you kidding me? Like I haven't seen that
yeah,
since 2017.
yeah,
Like, huh? And the people are like, "Oh yeah, the Steelers may be actually a good team. Tomlin's a good coach." I'm like, I can't believe I'm seeing all over the place people putting respect on the Steelers, and then we go 4 days later and put that garbage out on the field.
yeah,
Now we came back. It's
yeah. We had the lead at one point.
and you pick them off with 4 minutes left. That's in the lead. That's at least the field goal drive right there, or the game's done.
Yeah, it should have ended it because if we got that first down, the game was over.
Yeah,
But we decided to throw a deep ball with Fields to Pickens, and we missed.
which could have been a penalty. It would have been soft, but it could have been a penalty. But
Yeah,
there's
and I
no
think
reason. Wait, it was 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1.
it was 3rd and 5, I believe,
Oh, third and
actually,
five. Okay.
or maybe not. It may have been closer, but even if we, that happened, which it did. Another thing that killed us was that shank punt by Corliss Waitman, who's been very solid this year. So it was a very bad time to have your first bad kick when
Yeah.
you on that game. But it just kind of summed up how the Steelers were playing. So yeah, other things. T.J. Watt was kind of unknown, especially on this game with Myles Garrett doing all the talk,
Right.
saying that he's the best.
Our friend Connor, as we know here on the show, he said TJ's been too busy worrying about his Dick's commercials. He forgot to play football. So I can't
Yeah,
say he's wrong. I love TJ, man. He's my favorite athlete in the NFL, other than Russ. But
by the way, love the Dick's Sporting Goods commercials.
they
Those
are
are
funny. They are
hilarious.
good. So I mean, keep putting those out. But like, hey, play some football too, man. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Our fourth down sucked. I don't know why we couldn't convert.
It has not worked for 4 years.
Yeah.
Stop running the football on 4th down.
Yeah.
We're not good trying to block like running offensively in short gains. We're not
Yeah.
good.
Like red zone offense too. We can't
And then
do
there was a
anything.
4th and 1 later on in the game in the fourth quarter where
Yeah.
Russ decides to throw it and he connects with Muth on the sideline.
Yeah.
Quick out routes. We have the receivers. We have the size. We have Darnell Washington. We can put Hayward in the backfield. We got Warren. We got Najee. We got Pickens with some of the best hands in the game. We can do something quick out to Calvin Austin on the sideline. We got Mike Williams. We got Pat Freiermuth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've got targets.
I don't care if the stats or analytics tell you, oh, well, it's not smart to do that. It doesn't work out. Well, our running game on 4th and short doesn't work out, so throw it at this point.
Mm-hmm. One positive I could take away from this game was the pictures that they ended up taking with the snow looked really cool.
Those are sick, and I want to enjoy them, but we lost the game.
Yeah. But, yeah, that was a rough game to watch. I think we all were expecting this, to be honest. I was expecting this.
We were.
So, yeah, bad Steelers lost, but I think we'll be back next week. Although I do actually think we're going to lose, but I don't think it's going to be like as bad of a game. Bengals Steelers games are usually pretty fun. So.
Oh, and Pickens, man, I think he's probably going to be on like a different level. We know what he did last year against the Bengals at home. Obviously, we're away this week, but
wow, we still beat him away last year. So
yeah, that was the Matt Canada game.
Yeah, the
game after he left, man.
The first game without him, so
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say a couple more things. We had more possession time. We had more forced turnovers. We had more passing and rushing yards. We managed to lose the game. And the last but not least, Beanie Bishop penalty on the last drive.
Hey, okay, this is not like that big of a deal. What he had thought was that the guy was not down, which I don't even think.
I don't even think he was. I don't think Judy was down.
Yeah, so tackling him was the right idea. It's just the refs are little babies, and they got the first down anyway, so it didn't really do anything.
It's adding yardage on the end of the play, though.
Yeah, but they ended up scoring, and we wanted them to score so we can get the ball back already because they were going to score.
One touchdown left, and when on earth have you seen the Steelers pull off a?
We almost did. Comeback? We were so close. The only thing that messed us up is one, the timeout that we used, and then just no one was trying on the Hail Mary.
And George Pickens having a UFC fight in the back of the end zone.
Yeah. So I am a little disrespectful.
Once again, I feel like that was pass interference too. I mean, he was holding him the whole
time. They don't really call pass interference too much on Hail Marys like that.
Right.
But yeah, I'm a little bit disrespected by the Beanie Bishop thing that you put in this bad list because of all the things. He made some good plays. So I don't want to hear
could have had a pick
anymore. Yeah, well, so could have anybody else on the team.
Yeah,
but,
true.
They didn't. TJ Watt could have had a sack, but here we are.
Yeah, so that's it for, I think, the Steel Curtain session. I'm done.
That will be it, yeah.
Well, thank you for listening to another episode here on The Huddle. Steelers got the Cincinnati Bengals this Sunday at 1 p.m.
I believe so.
Something like that. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be Week 13. We hope you all have a very, very good Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving. Games that day. Lions and Bears kick it off.
Yep. Uh-huh.
And then Cowboys and Giants play in the afternoon.
Ugh.
Or are they the later game? There's one more game.
They're 4:30, yeah. And then finally, 8:20 will be my Packers against the Dolphins.
Yeah, which might be the only decent game, but...
Yeah, I can't wait to see Jair back against Tyreek Hill. I don't think Jair's playing, so never mind.
No, he's been hurt. Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, I think that's it. So, yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, and don't forget Black Friday game, Chiefs-Raiders.
Yeah. Last time the Raiders played the Chiefs on a holiday somewhat, it was a insane victory for them. I think they had 7 passing yards in the second half, and all defensive touchdowns. So
can Aiden O'Connell pull it off? Did he do it last year? I think he did it last year.
So. He did pull it off last year. Maybe this is all a part of the script writing. Who knows?
Yeah.
At this point, but
good script.
Here we go. Happy Thanksgiving here from the Huddle, and thank you for listening. We will see you all next week.
Thankful for all you listeners. Peace.